Are they dropping off homeless people off in Carson? Why the sudden increase in homeless people on the streets and bus benches? This is a question for, I believe,
City council members.
Could answer.
I'll take that question. Probably in 2016, we saw an increase in our homeless population, particularly more in vehicles, recreational vehicles, RVs. We began to work with the countywide homeless outreach team, which is supported by the Sheriff's Department and several advocate groups. The problem was they were going countywide, and we had a fairly large encampment in one of our unincorporated areas. As a result, we created our own homeless outreach services team here with some of the deputies in the back of the room. I challenged them to not just go out and enforce the laws. I wanted them to establish relationships, get to know our homeless on a first-name basis, and to find out what each individual's issues were. As a result, we've gotten some folks into housing, but we've also reduced some of the RV issues. I was concerned for the schools, the parks, as our children would traverse in and around these areas. We also had a rise in some of our crimes associated with the homeless. The homeless aren't criminals per se, but they can commit crimes. So we began to take a proactive stance. And as a result, we don't have any encampments within our 25-mile area border. That includes both the city and the unincorporated area. We hold people accountable to the laws, but at the same time we have compassion, and we try to work with folks to solve their issues if it can be done. As a result, we've seen probably a slight decline, and definitely not the growth that we had saw in 2016. You can reasonably traverse our streets anywhere both in city and county and do fairly well. Some of our unincorporated areas and our commercial areas also still do in fact have an RV issue, and we're working with the Board of Supervisors on that in the 2nd District. We've worked with the City of Carson and the administrators. They've put forth an RV ordinance that is going into effect here in about 31 days. But it's was passed last year, and we've seen already tremendous response from that. So we are actually doing a little better. In terms of buses dropping off people, we don't actually see that per se, but we do know that folks do travel from outside this area. We've made contact with folks from Riverside, San Bernardino County, San Diego County. There are services that some of our homeless get in this area, and as a result, it becomes a little bit of a magnet for those services. We also have UCLA Harbor Hospital, which is a mental health facility as well too. There's Exodus, which is a check-in facility for mental health issues. And as you can imagine, other agencies bring some of the homeless to these facilities, and then when they're released back out into our community. That is a challenge for us. We were fortunate last year, and this year the sheriff assigned us a MET team, a mental health evaluation team. They're also in the back room as well, and that includes a specially trained deputy along with a mental health clinician that helps engage those homeless as well too. So we have seen, by being proactive, we've seen a decline in the homeless community and accountability on several levels. So I think we're going in the right direction, and we're also waiting to see what the county's homeless plan produces for us in the long term.